turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down by the 16th pick in this year's NFL draft. Tackle made by Walter Nolan. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun is Purdy. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Off the play fake, Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They gain 14 on the play, and that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Wheeled in by George Kittle. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have themselves another first and 10. Purdy to throw it. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sails through good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Chooses to bring this one out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. Tyler starting off with the throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Murray looking to throw. He's got Harrison. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Of all the players out there, right, the coach on the field, the quarterback, well, he's got to know that play was dead in the water. At that point, just minimize the loss. can't be tackled that far behind the line.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Here we go, second and very long. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. And that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
And this is going to be downhill. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Benson once more. Another big rip for him. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Gosh, Kate, I think they got to take another look at this one, see if he actually crossed the goal line. But from our view, way up here, it looked like he was about a yard short now. Now they just got to find a way to go finish the job and punch it in.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. DeMercado does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. They look to run with Benson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Trey Benson, the touchdown! Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. From the gun, McCaffrey. Second down run, good for 4. That brings up third down. Now a timeout for an injured player. That's Christian McCaffrey being attended to. Hopefully with his history, this is something minor. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good big and that first down.
That's good. 4-8.
Purdy on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds him on the crossing route. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
41-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. Into the second level, past the 30. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's him on the quick hitter. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Purdy throwing here. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air again. Purdy. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely and throwing it away. Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and goal, Purdy. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. He cuts it right. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running from the pistol with Benson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Will be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And he is into the end zone for an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Nice launch on that one, but it falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Now it's Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Play action now with Purdy. Left side, secured by Ayuk. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and long. Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Moody knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead.
It's dependent on the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin this drive with Benson. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Cardinals looking at 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hand off to Benson from the gun. Crosses midfield, still going. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, They played a huge role in that big old run.
And Murray hits the ground safely, picking up the first down on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He calls his own number again. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
From the 17. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
49ers 17.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Garindo to return it. Jukes out a one-stop. Ooh, poor effort there. He only gets it to the 15 before he's taken down.
First down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, Purdy to throw. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down. On the gun is Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Yellow.
He'll throw it. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Third quarter underway. Here's Benson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped that time by someone who collects tackles and all-pro nods every season, Fred Warner.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Murray from the pistol. He's on target. Watkins. It's a race down the right side. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals drive their lead to 11.
49ers 17.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
21. What's up?
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 11. It's second and 21 at the Cardinals' 33-yard line.
Yellow.
Trying again, following the set. Hits him on the out route. He lost for a little, down to the 30. It was Max Melton who held him down there.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Get set. Up.
Here he is on third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. He was good on his first attempt, and his second from a little over 45 here. Moody knocks it through, and that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And the Cardinals hands team secures the football. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did he say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Hey, Ace.
First and 10, Murray launches one deep downfield. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. They'll run here, following the penalty. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Sit.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect for your teammates.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. Start.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Down behind the
Offense in the hurry up here.
a loss of a yard. Brings up
Purdy throwing here. Chased out to his right. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Right around set. Up.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And this one's recovered by the Cardinals.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Outside. Up.
Purdy setting up that play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air again. Purdy. He beams one deep right side. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
It's a 21-yard gain, and it'll be first down, Arizona.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
2-2. Hot.
Here's Murray, first and 10. Into the hands of Harrison. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Benson now from the gun. He still has room inside the 30. It's an Arizona touchdown! The Cardinals lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals lead by 15 now. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He fields it from the 8. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Outside. Hey, I got it, man. I got it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And they are all the way into that red zone.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
It's that. Stop.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Left side, secured by Ayuk. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And here's Purdy to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
49ers 26.
Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the third. And the Cardinals hands team secures the football. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Play action now. Murray. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Sending a receiver left. After the sack, another pass on second down. Here's a screen to Benson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. Third down coming. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Escapes out to the left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Murray throwing again on 2nd and 10. Connects on the crosser. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it. The 49ers have it. And he doesn't get too far on the return, but hey, the overall play amounts to a point kept off the board with that blocked extra point. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Lindo to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Get set, stop.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Outside. Stop.
From the gun is Purdy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Watch out.
Desperation time here. Kittle makes the catch. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. 1st and 10 from the 41. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and don't get that 1st down anyway.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
That finds Jacob Kelly. And this one does not go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Got his man. Watkins has it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And he'll only just stay out of his own end zone, down at the 1.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Go on.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Nick Bosa on the stop. Brought down back at the 27.
Go on, Hurt. Omaha. Who you got?
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense up to the line fast.
And the 49er 1st down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
He tucks it and takes off. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Yellow. Outside. 18. Yellow. Start.
To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
They give on second to Benson. Jukes one defender. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Benson once more. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll toss it here to Benson. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Murray. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we got 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 27 on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. First down, Purdy to throw. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
That's another 49er first down.
Purdy on first down. He sends this one to the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Budda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill, What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.